This is Jill Pack with the Seasons of Joy podcast. This is episode number 82. It's day 2 of the 5-day Relationship Reboot Challenge. Are you a woman of faith who is struggling to navigate your current season of life? Do you feel like life is just happening to you instead of for you? My name is Jill Pack. I'm a certified life coach and a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. And I want you to know that no matter your season or circumstance, it is possible to create a more joyful life. And I would love to show you how. Are you ready? Let's go. Hello, everyone. This is day 2 of the 5-day Relationship Reboot Challenge. I'm so glad that you're here. Hopefully that you enjoyed yesterday's episode. Yesterday was day 1, and I talked about defining your values and your vision when it comes to that relationship that you're focusing on for this challenge. It is important to create a vision of where you want to go by defining what your values are. Hopefully, you've had a chance to spend some time doing that. I want you to remember, if you go to the link in the show notes, you can download the small workbook that I have created for this challenge. It has all the exercises for each of the 5 days. One thing that I forgot to mention on yesterday's challenge is that you're invited to join my free Facebook group, the Seasons of Joy community. I've put the challenge inside this private Facebook group, so I would love to see people share what they're working on, how the 5-day Relationship Reboot Challenge is going, and even some of the personal values that you've discovered that are important to you. So today, we are going to talk about creating an impact statement. If you have listened to my podcast before, in episode number 38, I actually talked with fellow life coach Tyson Bradley about creating I am statements and the power of those statements. This was a really fun interview, and I encourage you to go listen to it as an additional resource for this step, if you would like to. This statement is going to help you gain more clarity, and it will help guide you in your relationship, especially when it feels tough. So step 1 for today's challenge is to take 5 minutes, set a timer, and just brainstorm a bunch of different vision statements, impact statement ideas that will help you be who you want to be in the relationship you are focusing on this week. It's good to make these statements short and easy to remember. By the end of the brainstorming session, you will have created the impact statement that's going to guide you in this particular relationship and maybe other relationships. You just want to write as many statements as you can think of in 5 minutes. And again, don't overthink this. This may be a process that you do again and again. For this exercise, you're just going to be practicing how to create these statements. And then step 2 is when the timer goes off, I want you to identify a statement that resonates with you. Maybe you need to change a word here or there. That's okay, but hopefully you found a short but powerful impact statement that expresses who you want to be in your relationship of focus. Now remember, the only parts of a relationship that you have control over is how you think about the other person and how you think about yourself. And then step 3 is once you have crafted your impact statement, I want to invite you to put it in a place that you can refer to it often. Maybe it's a note in your phone. Maybe it's a post-it note on your bathroom mirror or by your bed or in your car or by your desk. Just find a place that works for you. This impact statement is going to be a reminder of who you want to be in your relationship. It's going to help train your brain to look for ways to think, feel, and do those things that align with your values. And as I have done this exercise, I have come up with a few impact statements of my own that I kind of worked through, and I'm going to share with you some of the ones that I came up with. I am an example of living joyfully. I'm an example of love and kindness. I am an example of becoming my best. I am an example of putting good into the world through love. I am an example of putting good into the world by becoming my best. I am an example of being curious instead of critical. I am an example of using love and curiosity to become my best. Now, I've settled on the last one, but I really like the second to last one about being curious instead of critical. And So I'm kind of tag teaming too, but my main statement is that I'm an example of using love and curiosity to become my best. I can honestly say that those two things have helped me more than anything else in my relationships. I even had an experience just a couple of days ago. I was on a walk with my husband, and he was sharing with me a dream of something that he was thinking would be fun to do. It was kind of a bigger dream. And my first instinct when he does this is to go right to being realistic, right? I think of all the ways about how his idea is not going to work, it's not doable, right? How unrealistic it is. And in a way, I become a dream squasher. But in that moment, on that walk, when my husband was sharing his dream, I paused and I noticed what was happening in my brain. And I thought to myself, there really isn't anything wrong with dreaming about this adventure. What if it could happen? Wouldn't that be fun? What if we just got curious and I just let him share his dream? What if I just let myself enjoy the dream with him? So instead of my typical answer like, that's too expensive, or that would be too hard, or that would be impossible because of X, Y, and Z, I said something like, wow, that would be cool. Tell me more. It was fun to dream. The conversation wasn't about solving for what he was talking about. It was about enjoying the dream. And I was able to because I got curious and just felt love for him instead of going to critical. For me, love and curiosity always feels better. So step 1, brainstorm impact statement ideas. Step 2, craft your powerful impact statement. Make it powerful but concise. Step 3 is to post your impact statement somewhere that you can see it. And again, I want to invite you to share this impact statement with the Seasons of Joy community Facebook group. I am kicking off this challenge within that private Facebook group, and I would love to have you in there. Again, this is a free community where I go live a couple of times a month and I share tips and tools to help you create a more joyful life. So let's learn from each other. So work on finding a statement that works for you, one that inspires you to be the person you want to be, and that can be part of your life. Again, this doesn't have to be a one-time exercise. This is a process that you can repeat again and again. You can create one impact statement and use it for a month or a year, or you could work on a new impact statement each week. Find a way that works for you. Again, I would love to have you share your impact statement with me in the Seasons of Joy community Facebook group. The link to the workbook and the community are found in the show notes. Thank you so much for being here and have a joyful day. Thank you so much for listening. If you like what you hear, I would love it if you would share it with your friends and family and leave me a rating and review. If you'd like to learn more about what life coaching is, please schedule a free discovery call with me where we can work together through something that's causing you a problem. Just go to my website, seasons-coaching.com, and you can also find information about my Seasons of Joy one-on-one coaching program and my Seasons of Joy community. Have a joyful week, and I'll see you next time.